Hey friends, it's Annie from Divine Amore Reiki and Readings, and I'm a day late on doing the weekly reading. However, I was enjoying some lovely downtime yesterday after my dear friend got married. And it occurred to me this morning, I was like, oh, I still have a reading to do. So I wanted to share with you guys just what's coming forward for this week, and it's really interesting. Let's have that moment. First, when I pulled this from this deck, and this is a Gypsy card deck that was actually gifted to me from my grandfather, and it was his mother's, which is pretty powerful. And it's a deck that I tend to go to when I'm doing readings for people or just feeling a pull to family. And I've been feeling that particularly in the last few days. What's interesting, when I first did this little spread, and there's a few more cards than usual, I was like, damn, that's doesn't actually look so great. But I sat with it for a moment and allowed the things to come out, and this is what I have for all of y'all this week. There was a period, this card, number 44, the Eight of Diamonds, fascinatingly enough, represents, and I know there's a little saying there, but we're just going to move through that. It does represent broken glass. And typically I feel like people would feel a broken mirror is actually a bad omen. But I felt instantly that this was like a clean break from the past, things that you've been working through, finally coming to the end of that and saying, okay, listen, I'm not letting this run me anymore. I'm done and I'm ready to move on, which is super cool. Moving into these two, number 15 is the King of Diamonds and number 3 is the Six of Hearts. Speaking about potentially some of you out there are in the midst of trying to move. I know that the real estate market's like cray-cray, or you're trying to rent. Know that if things are unclear right now, it's okay, because your move is for the better. It's a beautiful thing that will shift the situation that you're in and put you into a new space, which is super cool. And if you're trying to sell your home, or if you're looking for something new, this is actually a really great omen, because it means that things will go better than you expect they will, which is always a good thing. And then, of course, we have these two right here, number 11, the Ace of Hearts, and number 22, the Jack of Hearts. I don't want to say beware, because I feel like that gets people stuck, but I will say that this is a good time to trust your intuition, to listen to it, and to be inquisitive, especially if something feels a little bit off. Fascinating. Moving on to number 37, the Ace of Spades, and number 27, the Four of Diamonds. You will be doing some pretty serious clearing when you're shedding those limiting beliefs that you finally are like, nope, this isn't going to run me anymore. But know that you have love and support around you, and that everything will be okay. So takes me to my last card, which is really powerful and really cool. Know that your attitude projects what your experience is. So what you put out, you will receive back. If you want good stuff, put out the good. If you are feeling like a crust or a little bit of a crust pot, maybe it's time to consider a different approach, especially if you're getting the crusty energy back. You are the maker and creator of your reality. Don't forget that. So whenever you commit to moving into a positive space, you will reap what you sow. So that is your reading for today, May 23rd, until May 29th. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye.